Let us envision a life where your happiness is independent of others' affections, where longing glances, missed calls, or thinking about you, messages no longer control your emotions. This is achievable today. Not just a dream. Stoicism, a timeless ancient philosophy, guides us to this. It grants us the power to discover inner tranquility and joy, no matter the external conditions. How does this connect to desiring someone to miss you? It shifts your approach in profound ways. In the realm of love and relationships, we often crave attention and affection from others, believing that external validation is the key to happiness. However, Stoicism offers a contrary approach. Focus on self-improvement, develop emotional independence, and cherish the present moment without clinging. In doing so, we inadvertently become more attractive and, paradoxically, more likely to be missed by others. Today's video will delve into living and loving in the Stoic spirit, so you understand how to embrace these principles. Not only do we enrich our own lives, but we also transform our relationships in surprising ways. Join me as we discover how to make others miss you, not through manipulative tactics or planned steps, but by becoming a symbol of self-sufficiency and internal satisfaction. Your support means a lot. Please subscribe to the channel. It's a simple gesture with significant impact. Make sure to watch the whole video, as each section is crafted to lead you toward a more complete Stoic existence. In the journey to find happiness and fulfillment, it's easy to fall into the trap of seeking external approval. We often measure our self-worth through the reactions, opinions, and attention of others, especially in personal relationships. But if I tell you that there is a more sustainable and powerful path to happiness, that is the Stoic path, teaching us to focus on what is within our control: thoughts, actions, and reactions, while accepting what we cannot control, including emotions and behaviors of others. This does not imply becoming cold or without feelings, but realizing that genuine contentment and self-value originate from within, not from others' approval or attention. Reflect on this. If we tie our happiness to being remembered or yearned for by someone, we hand over our power to them, reacting to their presence or absence, resulting in emotional fluctuations like a roller coaster. Stoicism offers methods to escape this cycle by fostering virtues such as wisdom, courage, justice, and moderation. Through that, we build a resilient character, finding joy in personal growth and achievements. This does not mean isolating oneself or stopping caring for others. Stoicism does not advocate emotional detachment, but emotional resilience. It encourages us to build healthy, meaningful relationships based on mutual respect and understanding, not on need or dependency. Moreover, when prioritizing self-improvement, we naturally become more appealing and attractive to others. People are drawn to those who are confident, passionate about their goals, and satisfied with themselves. Interestingly, the less we try to make someone miss us, the more likely it is to happen, as we are living our truest and finest life. Therefore, let us redirect our attention from seeking external approval to nurturing our inner self. Invest time in acquiring new abilities, discovering fresh hobbies, and achieving a deeper insight into our own nature and principles. This path of personal growth not only provides fulfillment, but also enhances our worth and appeal. It can make others miss you, not by forcing or demanding, but through personal growth and inner happiness. Remember that the goal of Stoicism is not to extinguish desires or deny the need for connection, but to remind us that happiness and self-worth do not depend on those things. When holding fast to Stoic principles, we can enjoy a life of true peace, satisfaction, and independence. Embrace the Stoic path, focus on self-development, and find joy within yourself, because that's where true happiness originates. At the heart of Stoicism is the realization that how we respond to external events is under our control, even if the events are not. This idea is incredibly empowering, as it hands us the key to managing our emotions, leading to a sense of liberating autonomy. Stoic emotional resilience isn't about suppressing feelings or withdrawing from life, but about acknowledging emotions, comprehending them, and choosing not to let them govern our behavior. Stoics advocate concentrating on controllable aspects and releasing the uncontrollable. This is not only a strategy for personal peace, but also a map to emotional durability. When we stop letting external factors like others' actions or social pressures affect our mental state, we cultivate a profound and practical independence. This independence does not mean isolation. On the contrary, it allows us to interact with the world from a position of strength and confidence. Reflect on emotional resilience in relationships. Stoicism teaches us that while we can love and care for others, our happiness should not hinge on their presence or approval. This viewpoint motivates us to establish relationships grounded in mutual respect and authentic bonds, rather than dependency or dread of solitude. By strengthening our mental fortitude, we can savor profound connections without forfeiting our sense of self. Additionally, Stoicism stresses aligning with nature, embracing life's fluctuations, which bolsters our emotional fortitude. It serves as a reminder that change is the sole constant, and our ability to adapt to that change is the measure of our strength. This flexibility does not come from passivity, but from active engagement with values, goals, and the pursuit of virtue. So how do we develop independence and emotional resilience? Start with self-awareness, regularly reflecting on thoughts, emotions, and reactions to life's challenges. It includes practicing gratitude, focusing on the present, and engaging in activities aligned with our core values. More importantly, we must challenge ourselves, challenge our perceptions, questioning whether our emotional responses stem from present facts or antiquated convictions. By adopting Stoicism, we master navigating life's tempests, not by relying on others for refuge, but by serving as our own guiding light. This pursuit of autonomy and emotional strength is enhanced by the insights of predecessors, not traveled alone. Implementing Stoic tenets in daily life elevates our capacity to appreciate happiness, endure hardship with vigor, and sustain harmonious relationships. Remarkably, Stoic philosophers like Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, and Epictetus often emphasize the importance of living in accordance with one's own nature and the nature of the universe. At the core of that is recognizing what truly matters in life and dedicating ourselves to it. For Stoics, meaning is not in external success or material accumulation, but in cultivating virtue, wisdom, and integrity. They promote contributing to the greater good, engaging in community, and forming relationships rooted in respect and empathy. Constructing a purposeful existence calls for profound self-examination, posing challenging inquiries about our essence and the principles we uphold. We must define our values and adhere to them, even amid obstacles, or when conforming to societal norms seems simpler. Stoicism acts as a navigational tool in this introspection, urging us to consider not merely deeds, but the motivations underlying them. Are we acting out of virtue, or just for the desire to be recognized by others? Furthermore, Stoicism teaches us about the impermanence of external things and the importance of focusing on what is within our control. This perspective frees us from the burden of trying to control the uncontrollable and directs our energy to where we can truly make a difference. Our attitudes, choices, and reactions to the world. Adopting the Stoic lifestyle also involves acknowledging that hardship and setbacks are inherent to human existence. Rather than seeing them as impediments to joy, view them as chances for advancement, fortifying endurance, and attaining greater insight into life's intricacies. This approach does not suggest pursuing adversity, but deriving significance from surmounting it, gaining knowledge, and advancing with enhanced resolve and a kinder disposition. In practice, building a meaningful life includes both small daily actions and grand gestures. It is present in the kindness we show to others, the integrity in our work, and the passion in what we pursue. It is in the moments we pause to reflect on our place in the universe, appreciate nature, care for ourselves, and build connections with others. These actions, grounded in Stoic principles, weave a rich and fulfilling tapestry of life. Keep in mind that the Stoic path to a purposeful existence is a shared endeavor, not an isolated one. We progress collectively, aiding one another via exchanged knowledge and life lessons. Anchoring our existence in Stoicism furnishes us with instruments to not merely confront but flourish amid difficulties, uncovering delight, direction, and significance in each progression. The Stoics early realized that much of our frustration, anxiety, and even despair stems from trying to control things that cannot be controlled. We often spend a lot of energy trying to adjust circumstances, outcomes, even people to our will, only to realize that most are beyond our reach. This realization is not to discourage us, but to liberate us from self-imposed chains, imprisoning us in unattainable expectations. Embracing Stoic advice on letting go of the desire for control does not mean we become passive observers of our lives. Instead, it is focusing our efforts on the realm where we can truly make an impact, our inner world. It is in the scope of perceptions, decisions, and reactions that we hold true power. Here, we can cultivate virtues like patience, understanding, and resilience. Here we find peace. Releasing control per Stoic wisdom entails a deep embrace of events' natural progression. It involves discerning between our endeavors and attained results, appreciating that, although we may influence efforts, outcomes frequently elude direct mastery. This outlook does not lessen effort's worth, but frames it more wholesomely. When actions align with principles without fixation on particular results, we engage more wholly with existence. Furthermore, this Stoic teaching encourages us to view each moment as an opportunity to practice acceptance and grow in wisdom. It invites us to question our deep beliefs about control, success, and security. Through this, we often realize that true power is not controlling the external world, but mastering the inner world. In fact, letting go of the desire for control means embracing flexibility and adaptability, being ready to welcome the unexpected and finding courage To confront uncertainties with composure and receptivity, it means acquiring the skill to address life's obstacles gracefully, regarding them as avenues for personal evolution and introspection. Upon integrating this Stoic concept into daily routines, we observe bonds deepening, tension diminishing, and regard for the now heightening. We come to grasp that mastery is not happiness's essence, but equilibrium, embrace, and internal accord. Letting go of the desire for control in Stoicism is not relinquishing power, but reclaiming it in its most potent form. It is a journey toward inner freedom, marked by profound transformation in how we perceive and interact with the world. As we embark on this journey, we discover a life not dominated by external validation of control, but by internal validation of peace, resilience, and a deep sense of purpose in living. Concluding our examination of Stoicism and its insightful doctrines, it becomes evident that this venerable philosophy provides more than mere guidelines. It offers a lifestyle shaped by sagacity, fortitude, and serenity. Stoicism instructs us to prioritize essentials, steering us through existence's vicissitudes with poise and composure. The routines and methods explored are practical implements integrable into routine, converting adversities into prospects for maturation and enhanced comprehension. Moreover, we learn to cherish and fully enjoy the present moment, savoring simple beauties and nurturing connections rich in meaning and virtue. It is building a quiet place in the soul, firm and unshakable no matter how fierce the storms outside. The pursuit of the Stoic lifestyle does not promise a life without difficulties or suffering, but something far more valuable: the strength to face adversity with courage, the wisdom to choose actions aligned with virtue, and the serenity to accept what cannot be changed. It instructs us that while the outer world evades our command, we possess authority over our perceptions, choices, and responses. Integrating Stoic tenets reshapes our perspectives on felicity, accomplishment, and completeness. We uncover that authentic joy arises not from outward acclaim or possessions, but from embodying our profoundest principles and merits. Within this revelation lies the secret to an existence brimming with purpose and deep contentment. We appreciate your companionship on this journey at Stoic Journal, where ancient wisdom meets modern life. Let's continue to explore and grow together. For more deep insights, I invite you to watch one of the suggested videos on the screen. See you next time. Remember that the inner journey is the most important journey of life.